G'day people, hope you're having a fantastic day and your family's well. Okay, yeah, I've been getting a few questions about using cruise control, how you can do it, how to set it up. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to show you how to do that in case any of you guys out there have been struggling to find out how to do it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go into your options. That's just here. And then go to your keys and buttons. So this is where you bind your keys so that the game knows which keys you press for what action. So you scroll down until you find cruise control. There it is, right there, cruise control. Okay, so what you do is now you can change over the primary or your secondary. When you originally go into the game, it will have these as your primary and there'll be nothing here in your secondary. I leave the primaries and I use the secondaries for the buttons that I want to program in case I need to use the keyboard instead of my steering wheel or gear shift or whatever, or the sim dashboard. Okay, so what you simply do is you would left mouse click on the button that you want to assign it to. Now I've got mine assigned to the steering wheel, the L3 button. So again, that's just going to come straight back up. So that's to turn on the cruise control. Okay. The next button down is to increase the cruise control. Now I've got that configured on the steering wheel and you can configure it to anything you want. I've got it on the steering wheel on the plus button. Sort of explains itself. And then to decrease the cruise control, I've got the minus button. And it's that simple to set it up. So again, this is for ATS or ETS. You can do it in both. So all you're simply doing is choosing the buttons that you want to assign that function to. So your cruise control one is for turning it on and off. Then you've got your increase and decrease buttons to whatever you want to set it up to. Then simply all you've got to do is go into the game, start driving. We've got one of the show trucks out today. Make sure nothing's coming. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Okay, so while you're driving along, let's get rid of that. Okay, so while you're driving along, you want to set the cruise control, hit your cruise control button, then you can decrease. If you have a look up the top, you can see what miles per hour. I'm going to run a red light. Hopefully I won't get into an accident. But you can hear the cruise control has taken over. Whoops. Now I can decrease down to 30. And when you change gear or whatever, it will stop the cruise control automatically. So for example, if I switch cruise control on now, if I go to change gear, ignore all the fines and whatnot that I'm getting, I'm just showing it. It has turned off cruise control because I changed gear. So every time you change gear, you'll have to reinitiate it. And when you hit the brakes, the same thing applies. Okay, so it's quite simple. Let's find another straight stretch of road. Look. Don't drive like this in real life. I'm watching all the different buttons and whatnot to show you and going crazy. Okay, cruise control on. 38 miles per hour. I should have done this on a highway, but anyway. So I want to decrease, press the button that you've chosen to decrease it. I've got it set for 5 mile an hour decreases down to 30. You can set it to whatever you want, and I'll quickly show you how to do that in a tick. But showing you increasing, decreasing, turn it off. So it's quite simple. Turn it back on, increase, and again it increases for 5 mile per hour increments for me because I've got it set up that way. So what I'll do now, we'll just pull up here. Actually, we'll go back to the service center, and now I'll show you how you can set up what increments your cruise control will increase or decrease by. And that's simply just, again, going back into your setup, and this time go to, your options, and go to gameplay. And then when you're in gameplay, if you cruise on down to here, cruise control, grid step. As you can see, I've got it set up for 5 kilometers per hour or 5 miles per hour, but you can set it for 1, 2, or 5. So it will increase by those increments depending on what you set it at. Smart cruise control, you can set here to whatever tolerance you want as well. I've just simply got mine at 0. Adaptive cruise control, that's something totally different that we can explain later in another video. So for now, all you've got to worry about is your cruise control, grid setup, 5 kilometers, 1 kilometers to whatever you want it set at. It's that simple. So yeah, you can always go back through this video, rewind, if I've gone through it too quick and haven't explained it, and you can pause it and see how I've done it. It's quite simple, and hopefully that helps you out. So yeah, thanks for coming along for the tutorial, and hope to catch you in the next one. Bye for now.